You know how they say old dogs cannot learn new tricks? Like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? Wrong. This story from Washington, D.C. made me realize that anything is possible. So Sunday afternoon, picture this, in the United States of America, a state called Washington, D.C. Police got a distress call. Niaje makarao maze hapo kwa barabara, kwa highway. There seems to be a guy who's driving erratically. Tumeona kagari hapo, kiprado. Maze venye ina drive. Ana drive at 160, lakini ana yumba kwa barabara. Tafadhali, can you go and check that guy out because chances are anaweza umiza ase. So the police rushed to the scene. They pull aside this car. Wait, weka gari hapa kando. Wait, weka gari kando. So guy weka the car kando. And 51-year-old Alberto Tito Alejandro was booked, arrested for multiple felonies, including driving under the influence of drugs. Okay? But it is what the police found when they stopped the car that was shocking. You see, Alejandro Tito alikuwa kwa passenger seat. Dogi yake ndo ilikuwa ina drive. Yeah, you heard me right. Alejandro alikuwa anafundisha dogi yake kudrive kwa highway. Blood clots! First off, Tito, this is not what they meant when they say put a woofer inside your car. Umse a pitbull kwa gari maze ina drive. This is not what they call a subwoofer. Yeah? Number 2. Honestly, Tito, I don't think this is what they meant when they said you can teach an old dog new tricks. I don't think it was a challenge, bruh. Guys, I know we're all focused on coronavirus, trying to stay safe. I saw the craziest thing jana. Mtu alikuwa anauliza, sasa tutaanza kuoga lini? Nimenawa mikono paka nimechoka. Sasa naweza anza kuoga. Guys, just because you're told to wash your hands doesn't mean you don't wash the rest of your body. Wacheni ujinga. But that was funny though. Anyway, so now that the whole world is learning how to be safe by washing your hands, keeping safe, there's another part that we could be facing. There's another challenge that we could be facing in a bit. The world is facing unprecedented times, but times are not about to get much harder. Okay? Why do I say this? Because there's a condom shortage that is looming. Yep, I told you times are about to get super hard. You see, Malaysia makes 1/5 of the world's condoms. Wait, relax. Condom ni kitu kila mtu anajua. Relax, nikushow. Hii ni kitu important. It's a PSA. Siongeju ya sex, naongeju ya condoms. Sijui mnafanyanga nini hizi condoms. But it turns out that Malaysia makes 1/5 of the world's condoms. And since Corona just slipped into the scene, factories have had to be closed. They've actually closed some factories. So the restricted movement has actually caused the production of condoms to reduce. This is a report by Reuters. Si ati nimetengeneza hizi story kwa kichwa yangu. This is a report by Reuters, which is an international accredited media house. So that's already a shortfall of 100 million condoms. Just 1 week that they fungat the factory, 100 million condoms shortage. What does this mean? This means that there's definitely going to be a population boom. You remember I called this last week. I was like, can you imagine what people are doing at home right now? You have nothing but time. Even when there's like hunger, famine, what do you notice? That people are hungry, there's no food, but couldn't have newborn babies. I mean, Africa has a talent when it comes to this thing. There was a story I saw and I was like, I had to share this story with MVPs because I thought it was super ridiculous. So an inspector with a Sega police post was arrested yesterday for disobeying the curfew. Yes, you heard me right. An Inspector Husseini Abdullahi was at Leonardo Bar with the locals past curfew, enjoying booze and beating Corona stories. Drinks, yeah, things are going down. Unbeknownst to this guy, the cops were making patrols. And then they realized, Leonardo bado iko open. Hebu tuingie hapo tuliza seni aje one time. So they get in there and they find Abdullahi. And of course the cops demanded, they're like, yo, why exactly is this bar still open? Past curfew. This is like at 8:30 p.m. Yo, Husseini alitoa gun too, pop! Started shouting at guys like, wait, pointing the gun around. And so the cops, they looked at this situation, they're like, we najua dawa yako. They called the OCS. So the OCS comes in there, is like, Husseini, unafanya nini? Yo, Husseini, of course, at that point, the OCS is like, Ebu, arrest this guy, let's take him to the police station. Husseini decided to start fighting the OCS. Baziali chapo OCS. Currently, the OCS is nursing head wounds in hospital. So I was like, when I had this story, I was like, wait, hold up first. Can we just say a special shout out to the bartender? Because first off, every single bar out there should have a sign that says, police on duty, not welcome here. For real. Police on duty should not be allowed in the bar. Especially if they have guns. Full uniform. Unafanya nini kwa bar maze? Unaniget? Unaweza jam hapo ni handcuff. And also, that bartender, it has to be for real. That bartender is an OG. Mi ni serve mse drinks na akona gun. Atalipaje hiyo bill nikimpatia? The king of Thailand, sale corona ili happen. Do you remember the first time you heard about corona in your country or just in general? Where were you? Do you remember? It seems like it was a long time ago, but it was just probably last month. Anyway, so when the king of Thailand heard about corona, this guy decided, I'm not going back to Thailand. He was in Germany. So he decided to book an entire hotel in Germany. This is a 7-star hotel. And he booked the whole hotel and isolated himself in the hotel. Which I thought is a good idea. That's great. But sieni mse moja, why would he need a whole hotel? No, because he's not isolating himself. No. He's a king. We say he's isolating himself with 20 concubines. I can hear all the guys saying, what? Lucky guy. So King Maha, known as Rama X, he's known for his extravagant ways, but this particular one has sparked a hashtag in Thailand says, why do we need a king? Now, I need you to understand why this story is so funny. You see, in Thailand, there's a law that was set by these monarchs, the kings, that it is illegal. In fact, it is tantamount to death if you say anything bad about the king. So even Salim say, amefanya vitu za ufala kaizi zenye amenda mibook hoteli, alafu amejoka na 20 concubines, hawezi sema, maze king acho ufala, because you could land in jail and you could actually be killed. Now, let me give you a backstory about this guy. This guy has been married 4 times. He has 7 children. And he's locked up there with 20 concubines. Me personally, let me tell you the truth. I don't see no problem. Trust me, if I was a king, I would have done the same. Corona! You guys don't know how long this disease will be going. It's just growing and growing and growing. Listen, I think this guy was doing it for Thailand, yeah? Because in case like Corona wipes out all of Thailand, he will have at least 20 women. He can start a new Thailand. So a lot of you ask me, Kwambox, what exactly is government doing to ensure everyone is equipped to help in the fight for the disease? According to Nairobi News yesterday, Mutahi Kagwe informed Kenyans of government plans for Nairobians, okay? And he said, as far as water is concerned, there are 3 things happening in the city. One of them is that we are aware there are many private sector people, including Kenya Pipeline, that is working towards supplying water. So if you're a resident of Nairobi, you'll be glad to know that Mutahi Kagwe and stakeholders are ensuring that we don't run out of water. He didn't mention anything about Langata, so I don't know. What was Langata? I think you'll be glad to know that Corona has finally brought you water. And so he didn't mention anything about the rest of the country. So but he also said that when it comes to power, this is what he said. We are also asking Kenya Power. We are not saying that if you're able, you don't pay. Yeah? He's saying, tafadhali, mutuone huruma jameni. Muone wananchi huruma so that we can remove the ease of the pain that they're going through. So this is the CS for Health begging on our behalf to Kenya Power to, not cut our stima bills. Mimi nilifurahi sana maze. Kwazi ujue by the power for this month sijalipa. So I was like, yo, thank you so much. But this got me thinking. I don't think the CS ye ulipa stima. I think ye kwanga tu na generator ama solar. Because have you ever tried to negotiate mse wa stima? Sale anakata stima yako. Hakuna mse kwanga mgumu kama mse wa stima na maji. Kwanza wakukata. Alafu also, most people are on prepaid tokens, right? So akisema asikate stima, tusiweke token, watu bado stima itakuwa ama ndio unasema nini? Because hiyo mita ya stima, sasa zingine ukwanga tu ka snitch. You know, have you ever had a token alafu token zimeisha? It's like it's announcing to all your neighbors, "Ai, huyu hajalipa stima, hebu lipa stima."
Vybez Radio, we rule the nation in this generation. Catch the vibes on air and online.